closing inventory. So this is the one more formula for the calculation of a cost of goods sold, that is opening inventory plus purchases plus direct expenses minus closing inventory. Inventory is nothing but stock again. Okay, yes, ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. And again we have a formula to calculate a average inventory. So to calculate a average inventory, our formula is opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. Okay, so I'll take here average inventory is equals to opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. So this is the formula for the calculation of average inventory. So opening inventory ge closing inventory na add ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can get our average inventory. Okay, I'll explain one more time. So in the case of activity ratio, we have a 3 categories of a ratio. So the first one is inventory turnover ratio, and it is also called as stock turnover ratio, and the second one is debtors turnover ratio, and the third one is creditors turnover ratio. So ivaga first ratio baro hagidra, under activity ratio dalli first type of a ratio baro hagidra, it's the inventory turnover ratio. It is also called as a stock turnover ratio. So the ratio which indicates the number of times the stock is turned over during a year. In the case of a business, that ratio is called as inventory turnover ratio or stock turnover ratio. Okay, to calculate an inventory or a stock turnover ratio, we have a formula, that is cost of goods sold or cost of revenue from operation divided by average inventory. Okay, so again we need to calculate these two aspects, that is cost of goods sold and again average inventory calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Firstly cost of goods sold calculate ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ we have a two formulas, either this one or this one. Okay, depends upon the problem. Okay, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ which formula we have to choose ಅಂತ. So first ಗೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ firstly we have a formula to calculate a cost of goods sold, that is ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟರಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟರಿ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟರಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ direct expenses anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. What do you mean by this direct expenses? In the case of a first year syllabus, P&L account ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, profit or loss calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ just we got that word direct expenses, indirect expenses, right? What do you mean by the direct expenses? So the expenses which are incurred for the purpose of a purchase and the production of a goods. Okay, goods na purchase ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ and again purchase ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ and again production ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ goods ನ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ expenses ಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, direct expenses ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. One more time, that is direct expenses are nothing but the expenses which are incurred for the purpose of a purchase and the production of a goods. Those type of expenses are called as direct expenses, and minus closing inventory. So closing stock na minus madre we can get our cost of goods sold. So this is the these are the two formulas for the calculation of a cost of goods sold or a cost of revenue from operation. Okay, so secondly we need to calculate the average inventory, right? So again to calculate the average inventory we have a formula here, that is opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. Nothing but opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can get our average inventory. Clear ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ? Okay, this is about your inventory turnover ratio. Okay, and the second one is it's a debtors turnover ratio. Okay, so second one ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ it's a debtors turnover ratio. Okay, yes. second one is debtors turnover ratio. So debtors turnover ratio is also called as accounts receivable ratio or trade receivables turnover ratio. So accounts receivables turnover ratio andru ondane, trade receivables turnover ratio andru ondane, and along with that debtors turnover ratio andru ondane. Okay, so debtors turnover ratio ge baro hagidre, so the debtors turnover ratio is the ratio which indicates the relationship between debtors and credit sales. Okay, so the ratio which indicates the relationship between debtors and credit sales, that ratio is called as debtors turnover ratio. Okay, and to calculate a debtors turnover ratio, we have a formula, that is net credit sales divided by average debtors. Okay, yes, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ debtors turnover ratio ಗೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ರೇಷಿಯೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಡೆಟಾಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ, ಸೊ ಆ ರೇಷಿಯೋನ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೆಟಾಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಟರ್ನ್ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆರ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ. Okay, in simple, so the ratio which indicates the relationship between credit sales and debtors, that ratio is called as debtors turnover ratio, and we have a formula for the calculation of a debtors turnover ratio, that is net credit sales divided by average debtor. Okay, so I'll write the formula here. Yes, debtors turnover ratio is equals to net credit sales divided by average debtors. Okay, so here we need a credit sales, not a cash sales. Instead of that, we need a credit sales. If in the case of a question they have mentioned cash sales, we can't take that item for the calculation of a debtors turnover ratio. Why means? Because we need a credit sales here, not a cash sales. Okay, so ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇಡ, ಬದಲಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದೇನು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, you have sold out your goods but still not received the amount for that sales. Okay, that is what credit sales ಆಗುತ್ತೆ and divided by average debtors ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so net credit sales usual ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Only we need to calculate a average debtor. Again, to calculate a average debtor, again we have a formula, that is opening debtors plus bill receivable plus closing debtors plus bill receivable divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can get our average debtors. Okay, just to write the formula here. Average debtors is equals to opening within the bracket debtors plus bill receivable, close the bracket, plus closing, again open the within the bracket debtors plus bill receivable, close the bracket, divided by 2. Yes, this is the formula for the calculation of a average debtor. That is ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಬೇಕು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅ ಬಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್, ರೈಟ್? So trade payables ಗೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ that one is a combination of a creditors and a bills payable. But here, so trade receivables are nothing but it is a combination of a debtors and a bill receivable, right? So ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಬಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಆರ್ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ನ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ನೆಟ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಸೊ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆಟ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ನೆಟ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, and one more information is when opening debtors and opening bill receivables are not given, so closing debtors and closing bill receivable is treated as average debtor. Okay, in case opening debtors ಮತ್ತು opening bill receivable ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ closing debtors ಮತ್ತು bill receivable ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ that is average debtors ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If it is not given means, okay, if it is not given about a opening debtor and a bill receivable, then obviously closing debtors and bill receivable itself is treated as average debtor. Okay, clear ಆಯ್ದಿಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ? Yes, this is about your debtors turnover ratio, that is net credit sales divided by average debtors. So credit sales problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, only we need to calculate a average debtor. For that we have a formula, opening debtors plus bill receivable and closing debtors plus bill receivable divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can get our average debtors. This is about debtors turnover ratio. Okay. Yes, and the debtors turnover ratio is nothing but the ratio which indicates the relationship between credit sales and a debtor. That ratio is called as debtors turnover ratio. Okay, clear ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ debtors turnover ratio? Yes, and the third ratio under a activity ratio is creditors turnover ratio. Okay. Yes, the third one is creditors turnover ratio. So this is the last third and the last type of activity ratio, that is creditors turnover ratio. And creditors turnover ratio is also called as accounts payable turnover ratio, or it is also called as trade payables turnover ratio. So trade payables turnover ratio ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ, creditors turnover ratio ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ, accounts payable turnover ratio ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ creditors turnover ratioಗೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ the ratio which indicates the relationship between net credit purchases and creditors, that ratio is called as creditors turnover ratio. So the ratio which indicates the relationship between credit purchase and creditors, that ratio is called as, that is creditors turnover ratio. So this is the formula ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ it is the opposite ratio of a debtors turnover. ಓಕೆ, ಡೆಟಾಸ್ ಟರ್ನೋವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋದ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಯಾವುದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟಾಸ್ ಟರ್ನೋವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ನಡುವೆ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡೆಟಾಸ್ ನಡುವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟಾಸ್ ನಡುವೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಜಿಕ್. Okay, so in simple, so the ratio which indicates the relationship between the net credit purchase and the creditors, that ratio is called as a creditors turnover ratio, or a trade payables turnover ratio, or a accounts payable turnover ratio. Okay, so again we have a formula for the calculation of a creditors turnover ratio, that is net credit purchases divided by average creditors. Okay, so I'll take here creditors turnover ratio is equals to net credit purchases divided by average creditors. This is the formula for the calculation of a creditors turnover ratio, that is net credit purchases divided by average creditors. Okay, again ನಮಗೆ net credit purchases ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, only we need to calculate a average creditors. Okay, again to calculate a average creditors, again we have a formula, that is opening creditors plus bills payable plus closing creditors plus bills payables divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can get our creditor that is average Cretas. Okay, just I'll take the formula here. Average Creditas is equals to opening within the bracket Creditas plus bills payable, close the bracket, plus closing, again open the bracket, Creditas plus bills payable, close the bracket, divided by 2. Okay, again this is the opposite of a average debtors ratio. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು debtors ಮತ್ತೆ bills receivable ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, but here we have a creditors and a bills payable. And again ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ, ಸೊ creditors turnover ratio is also called as trade payables turnover ratio ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. So trade payables is nothing but it is a combination of a creditors and a bills payable, right? ನೆನಪಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಅಗೇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಟಿವ್, ಕಾಮನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರೆಂಡಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಪೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೇಟಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅ ಬಿಲ್ಸ್ ಪೇಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ರೇಟಾಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ trade payables turnover ratio ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, so here we have a formula, average Creditas is equals to opening Creditas plus bills payable plus closing Creditas plus bills payable divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can get our average Creditas. and ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ net credit purchase ನ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, and again one more time, when opening Creditas and bills payables were not given in the case of a problem, then closing Creditas and the bills payable itself is considered as a average Creditas. Okay, in case opening Creditas ಮತ್ತು bills payable ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ Creditas and closing bills payable, ಅದೇ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ average Creditas ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so that's that one itself is treated as a average Creditas. Okay, clear ಇದನ್ನ ಇದು ನಮಗೆ? Yes, one more time I'll explain. So Creditas turnover ratio is the third and the last ratio under a activity ratio. So Creditas turnover ratio is also called as trade payables turnover ratio and again accounts payable turnover ratio. Okay, so Creditas turnover ratio is nothing but the ratio which indicates the relationship between credit purchase and the creditors. Okay, so ಯಾವ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ ದಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆರ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆರ್ ಅ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ. Okay, and to calculate a Creditas turnover ratio we have a formula, that is net credit purchases divided by average Creditas. Okay, so net credit purchases ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, only we need to calculate a average Creditas. Okay, again to calculate a average Creditas we have a formula, that is opening Creditas plus bills payable plus closing Creditas plus bills payable divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we can get our average Creditas. Okay, yes, these are the three types of activity ratio. So the first one is the stock turnover ratio, and the second one is the debtors turnover ratio, and the third one is a Creditas turnover ratio. Okay, yes, this is all about your today's topics. In the next class we will handle problems on these three types of ratios under activity ratio. So activity ratio ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ 3 types of ratios ನಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.